Everybody, today is Monday the 30th. Quick reminder, the evening videos will be up later this evening as I'm traveling, but then we'll be back to normal and the webinar tomorrow. S&P have found sellers right where we're supposed to at that year-to-date anchored volume weighted average price. Now it's pulling back to the rising 5-day moving average. I would expect it's likely to settle down in that area at least temporarily here today, meaning that the most selling has probably occurred for the day, but we're still below the daily volume weighted average price, so you can't trust it. The people who chased the breakout in the Nasdaq got exactly what they deserved for chasing it after it's rallied like that. And as I always say, that's it sounds harsh, but it's there. I say it like that to make a point. Don't chase breakouts that are extended. You buy weakness after you buy strength after weakness. And in the Nasdaq, we're right down just above the rising 5-day moving average and the anchored volume weighted average price from that gap lower last week. It's likely to settle down in here at least temporarily as well. Over to the individual stocks, CERE, it's pulling back. That's good. It's probably a day or two early in there still. Keep an eye on that one. Etsy, not here today, so I'd say take that one off the list. It still is struggling with that anchored VWAP from the COVID low, and I'm going to continue to keep an eye on that, but no reason to watch it closely here today. We're seeing some pullback in FRSH. That's exactly what we wanted to see happen. I think that this one probably is not set up, well, definitely not for today, or most likely not tomorrow, but if it does set up, I'll review it again tonight. It probably needs another day or two to turn sideways in here, so we'll remove that one from the list. We're getting the pullback we expected in Gurn. That shouldn't be a surprise. So it's pulling back a little bit deeper than the AVWAP from there, so you should be out of this one in here, and we'll most likely revisit that one. GFL, again, it's still too early in there. It's still setting up, too choppy. No reason to be involved in that one yet. Halliburton really looks the best of these stocks, I think. When we look at the anchored volume weighted average price to this gap higher and that high, you can see we are holding above it, and perhaps getting above the morning low would be an opportunity to trade this stock with a stop under here. As I always point out, I don't trade energy names, so I'm not going to trade it, but rather than wait for it to get above here, I think you can now buy that above this morning's high. So keep a closer eye on that one. HIMS is pulling back. It's still needing to absorb some of the recent strength in there and digest those gains, so take that one off the list. Highlight, HLIT, we got kind of, it's doing what it's supposed to do here, so still a day or two early. I'm going to take that one off the list, and if it resets up, of course, I'll mention it tonight. PINS just continues to frustrate everyone in here. Good thing we're not involved. I mean, last week we did take a loss in it, but right now there's no reason to be involved in the name. You can look at that weekly chart and fall in love with it, but you've got to look at the shorter term action and realize that the opportunity just isn't there for a low risk opportunity. And ZYME, that one's not looking likely for today either, so take that one off the list as well.